You're watching Sunday Morning News on Global Edmonton.
It's Tech Talk time with Steve Macris, and today we're talking about an internet-based phone call technology that can shave more than 70% off what we pay for a landline. Good morning, Steve.
Good morning. How are you guys?
Very good. How are you?
Good.
So I guess first off, this kind of sounds like Skype. What's the difference?
Well, the difference is that with Skype, you need a computer to make it run because you need to have your webcams, or you can do it on your smartphone, but it's data-driven. So what this is, this emulates more your landline phone. The biggest difference is that it works on the internet. It works off a Wi-Fi connection like we have set up here this morning in the studio. But you can also take it with you and plug it somewhere else, and it remembers all the Wi-Fi connections you've had. The advantage it has is that once you have it set up, one of the two models, and there's two I'm going to talk about, you don't need to have your laptop or your computer with you anymore. You simply take the device, which looks like this. Okay. And you plug it into the power, into any power outlet, and then you plug your phone in the other connection where the phone is. And this is the phone that you've used before, the old-fashioned phones, or in this case, what I'm demonstrating is a cordless phone that you can buy that a lot of people have at home.
Just regular to your house already.
So right now, I have the cordless phone hooked up into one of these units. Now, they come into two models. One is called, the company is called netTALK, by the way, netTALK.com. That's on my blog today. Okay. One is called the netTALK Duo, which is what I'm holding here. It's cheaper than the better model. It's $59.95. What it does is that you need to have the Ethernet cord plugged into your router at home all the time. You need to have that physical connection. So if you're traveling somewhere, you need to plug it into a router for it to work. The better model, the netTALK Duo Wi-Fi, which I have hooked up right now, right next to it, is a very similar box. It allows you to not use a computer or a router nearby. It goes wirelessly to your router. So you basically have, think of this, plug it to the wall, plug the phone in it wherever you are, make sure you've been set up before for your Wi-Fi, and now you start calling. The savings is that you pay for the Wi-Fi model, for example, $75. Okay. You get 1 year plan included with that. The following years, the plan is $39.95 for the whole year. That's what people pay a month, often with a landline.
Now, is this something that's going to replace people that, you get your long-distance packages or your travel packages when you're going overseas or you're going into the States? Can you use this instead?
Especially if you're staying somewhere for a long time, because it'll remember 12 or so locations where you go. It's ideal for back to school, because if your child or you yourself, a student, are going somewhere else and you want to have the cheapest possible phone connection, this is a better alternative than establishing a new line. And although you are going to have a cell phone, it's still a lot cheaper than having a cell phone plan and calling long distance. It has call forwarding. You get a Canadian phone number that you can assign to it. Free call waiting, caller ID, conference calling, free voicemail. You listen to your voicemails. You can listen to them through your computer without even having to pick up the phone, because there's always, you are assigned to it and you are part of a computer network as well.
Is there a limit to that for the voicemail?
No, there isn't. They keep the voicemails for 30 days, but if you want to keep it longer, you just copy the voicemail to your computer and it plays back as a recording. With an additional fee, you can transfer your number that you have now at home, your home landline number, you can transfer it to this phone.
Nice. So that means you don't have to get a new phone number or any phone number changes?
No, well, it depends on how old your phone number is and what part of the country you are in. But the ones that mine, for example, does not work. But the thing is, you have nothing to lose if you use it as a secondary device and just park your landline phone. It has long distance. You can call free anywhere in North America with that standard fee of $39 a year plus tax. But for $10 more a month now, $10 more a month, they will give you unlimited calling, one fee only, around the world, 60 countries around the world. When you do the math, and I use mine for an example, so I have a landline network We all know who that is here in Alberta.
Yeah.
They probably don't like me talking about this today. Sorry. And then I have a third-party long-distance calling package that I use. I surmised how much I pay a year, and for me, it's over $300 a year that I'm paying. And this is less than $100 by the time you put everything in. So you really save. So if you want to have it and use that phone, and the people that you talk to don't have a computer connection, they can't do Skype, they don't have a cell phone, and you want to make it as cost effective as possible, you can use this technology.
Are you able to call 911 using this?
That's a great question. Yes, you are. The difference is it'll work exactly like a landline. You are required, for this to work properly, after 30 days, they warn you, to register. So you go online, you register with them, but you need to tell them what your address is, because this is the key thing about a landline phone. It knows where it is. If you pick it up and you just hang up, they know that somebody at this address called us. So you set it up, and once it's there, if you have a 911 call on the phone, they will know exactly where you are. It's as if you have a landline, but you need to register it, because it doesn't happen automatically, because it's on wireless. It's on the Ethernet.
Very good.
Pretty cool technology.
That is great for back to school. Thanks so much for being with us this morning.
And it's a special at Walmart. They'll save $10 if they buy a package of a set of these cordless phones, with the netTALK.
All right. Thanks so much, Steve. If you'd like more information on the latest developments in the technology field, you can check out Steve's blog by heading to our website, globalnews.ca/Edmonton, and then look for the TechTalk Untangled icon.